What's up? What's going on? How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? Let's get down to the situation. Let's talk about the Real Housewives of Atlanta season 15 part 2 reunion. Let's get into this whole situation when it comes to the showdown with Ralph and Drew Sidora. OMG, it definitely went down. It's definitely going down in this whole situation. Ralph came out like he hasn't seen Drew in weeks and years. He was acting tearful. He was acting ashamed. He was acting hurt. He was acting like he was a little boy. He was acting like he needed to be coddled by his mother. He basically put on the innocent act what it could be. When Drew Sidora handed Andy her phone and basically said this is the text messages that she had received from the other woman, Andy said she was a big booty girl, and then the message under it said, when are you gonna bring that big eggplant back over here? That is crazy. He was innocent looking straight up and down. Then we got Drew Sidora. She looked like she's heartbroken. She's hurt because she already know that Ralph ain't got her back. He's gonna go in and he gonna treat her like he don't know her. He gonna treat her like he ain't been married to her. He gonna treat her like they ain't still living in the same house. Allegedly, maybe they done moved out, but in any event, Drew know what's up. So basically, she hands Ralph a peach. She threw a plum out Courtney. So it's going down, and Drew Sidora says basically she believes in marriage and its sanctity and things of that nature. She has been protecting Ralph and basically not putting things out there that should be out there about Ralph because she don't want to do that to her children. And also, and the break, when it comes to Drew, she was talking to her sister, and her sister said, once you put out that information that was from the PI, from the private investigator. And so Drew said, no, I'm not going to do that. So it seems like Drew may be holding back, or Drew could just be giving us another ploy. Okay, so there's a whole lot going on in this situation. And at this point, Ralph was asked, has he been faithful to Drew? And he said, if I wasn't, it would have came out by now. And Drew basically saying, Ralph, come on. When Drew Sidora handed Andy her phone and basically said this is the text messages that she had received from the other woman, Andy said she was a big booty girl, and then the message under it said, when are you gonna bring that big eggplant back over here? That is crazy. The most realest thing Drew said to Ralph when they was going back and forth, she said, I gave you my 30s. And that's an important age in life for women. You know what I mean? That's like when you're still young, but you're almost about to, go to the other side to more adulthood. And them are very important years where you can build a foundation. You're supposed to find your love and things of that nature. And when someone wastes your time, like from 25 to like 35 or 38, them are very precious moments in a woman's life where she want to have kids, school, marriage, and things of that nature. And somebody wastes your youth, that's a whole situation. Then you got to start all over. And it seems like Drew may be starting all over with a woman. She has been faithful. And then Ralph said, what about Ty? What's going on with this whole situation with Ty? If you've been faithful, what's up with Ty in this whole situation? I was like, Lord have mercy. There's a whole lot going on. So yeah, he's asking about Ty because he knows about the information. And he also says that Drew brought Ty to his birthday party. Child, if that ain't slapping somebody in the face, that is slapping somebody in the face, especially if that's your girl crush, child. Drew, what is going on? And it just seems like Drew doesn't want this information out, but it also seems like Drew been running around Atlanta with Ty, because now you have Mimi basically saying and putting it out there, in certain words, that Ty has been messing around with Drew. And then you have Rashida from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta basically saying that Drew and Miss Ty Young have been running the streets together. And Candy is basically saying that, when it comes to Ty, she has been showing up to all the recording sessions and things of that nature, okay? And they became fast friends. So it's looking like there might be a relationship, okay? Because Ty ain't trying to be nobody friend. Trying to get between them legs. Trying to take your heart, okay? Ty is out here maneuvering and playing in these streets, okay? And Drew is a big one to take down because she's popular. She's the it girl on Atlanta Housewives. You know, it is what it is. And maybe Ty is missing TV, y'all. So y'all tell me what y'all think about this whole situation. And Drew basically says to Ralph that you're not going to play in my face. You're not going to sit up in my face, and you're not going to play up in my face because you have been apologizing to me. You apologize to me about everything. So basically it seemed like Drew is saying that Ralph doesn't really believe that she's cheating, and he had apologized to her, but now he's on TV in front of the cameras and he won't sit down and give her an apology. So basically he's going to come at her. And I was like, girl, this man has been coming at you since you've been on the show. This man ain't had your back since you've been on the show. This man agrees and follows along with what everybody else says about y'all, and it just seems like y'all just be running around Atlanta doing whatever you want to do, acting like people ain't gonna bring your information back on the show and things of that nature. But Ralph seems like he has a good old plan in this situation, that Drew Sidora is not going to make him look bad and he's going to go away quiet. Allegedly, Drew is saying he's out here putting text messages, he's out here putting all types of things together to basically destroy her with Mimi Faust and things of that nature. Ralph said, that ain't me. That ain't me. I ain't the one out here talking. Girl. It's your assistant that's out here talking. And then the girls on the couch agreed that her assistant is out here telling people, you know, her business. And Drew Sidora says, I don't care what y'all say about my assistant. That is a lie. Ralph is doing this. And my assistant apologized. It's like a whole lot going on. They got Ty on the camera and everything. You already know this is one of them situations where Ralph has been accused of cheating. Drew said that Ralph has cheated. She has been facing so much badness in her marriage for the last 3 years, especially being on the platform. But she said they already had problems before they even got on this platform, with women calling her, women, you know, doing things to embarrass her because her husband is out here running the streets. She says that Ralph always put her in bad situation, making her look stupid, embarrassing her, and always picking and choosing the other woman, that he never chooses her, he never picks her, and he never have her back like that. And now he gonna get up here and try to make her look bad and talk bad about her, and then giving her her enemies information on her. So basically it seems like she's saying that she's fed up and she's done, and that is just that. I was like, yo. Drew Sidora says Ralph is the streets. Ralph is the one that's putting out all this information about her and their family and things of that nature. So at this point, she's saying it's all Ralph doing, and that's it. She's not buying anything of that. The assistant is saying this, the assistant is saying that. It's just that all the people that be around Ralph and Drew, it's just like they know that they're easy targets to basically do whatever, because they just don't know that, you know, people are out here ready to catch a lick. Then Drew gives Andy, you know, her phone basically to show text messages that Ralph is text messaging back and forth with a female, and everybody's asking, you know, Andy, what's going on? What's on the phone? Is there a picture? Who's he texting? Half the cast, like Marlo and Sheree and Sonia, think it's a dude, but it actually come to find out that it's a woman. And Andy says a woman with a big booty. He says a big booty woman in the video, like, Lord have mercy. So you got that whole situation going on, and Ralph is basically saying that the whole situation is a catfish, that the person sent him the same text messages, and so therefore it's just somebody playing on their phone or somebody playing games. And Drew Sidora said, nope, that's not the case. I've been getting text messages, DMs, I've been getting all types of stuff from all types of women and things of that nature because of you. And at this point, Ralph is not biting that apple, and he is saying that Drew Sidora is definitely lying, and she's definitely not telling the truth, and she's not showing the whole text messages, and she's not showing everything with the text. So y'all tell me what y'all think about this situation. It is crazy out here in these streets, and Andy is just loving every bit of it. Ralph tells Drew Sidora that he's been getting blowjobs around the world, but he's saying it was just a joke. It's not really real. Blase ain't a third. And so it just seems like to me that Ralph can manipulate, Drew, and she's done with being manipulated, and he was in control for a long time. And even though this show makes their marriage look awful, it seems like it gave Drew power to actually move on and do some other things. And it also made Ralph look like I could do some things too. But at the same time and between time, this whole situation between Ralph and Drew is crazy, because regardless of anything, they got kids together. They've been married for 9 years. People should not know their intimate details and everything. It should not be spreaded out here. But it seems like Ralph is using the other girls as a voice because he feels like Drew is lying on him. And Drew feels like these girls are just out to get her, want her peach, and basically to have a storyline to come at her. And basically she's been the season. Drew has been the season. Everybody else, they jumped in, they did a little bit here, a little bit there. But Drew been consistently windmilling and fighting and getting people and throwing them off her back consistently this whole season. And also Kenya Moore did step in for Drew and spoke up for Drew, and letting her husband know that Drew's husband know that the things that he's doing, the things that he has said, his behavior reminds her of her relationship, the controlling, the manipulating, and not listening, not being supportive, and not being a safe place. And then Ralph says, how long have you been married? And basically she said 2 years. So he don't want to hear it because she hasn't been married long enough. Basically he don't want to hear what Kenya has to say at all. But Kenya did stick her neck out